Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy CaptainConjuror back today with our second episode of Let's Play Conjuror the Game. Now guys, as you can see last time we were defeated by Lord Plague, but I've noticed we got 10 gold points even though we got defeated. And you get a thing called ladder points, which if you go up in the ladder, I'm guessing you would get more gold. Now what you can do with gold is you can modify your deck and you can buy more packs. An uncommon card pack costs 14 gold, beta card pack costs 6 gold, and a December 2014 cards cost 10 gold. The more packs you open, the more choices of cards you get. So we're going to go ahead and open an uncommon pack. Now, this shows the possibility of cards that we can get when we open the pack. As you know, it is a random thing using an algorithm, obviously. Now quicksand is a card I wouldn't actually mind having, because if you see this the stats on this card, the enemy card directly above quicksand becomes stuck and cannot move or attack. Enemy cards that are stuck inside quicksand will die after 2 full turns. Quicksand cannot be moved. So it has 10 health, which means it'll take a lot of knocks to get hit down. If you use it in the first few rounds, that could help you a lot. So we're going to go ahead and purchase one of these packs. And we got a Quill the Weak God Supports Me Rogard. As you know, in the last Let's Play, we were facing a guy with a Rogard, and the Rogard proved to be quite a good competitor. Now, Cull the Weak, when played, kills all unblocked enemy cards that have 2 damage or less. Now, damage is the shield at the bottom. So we're going to return to our library. We are going to edit our current deck, and we are going to add all these cards. Now, in the future, we are going to talk about your deck and how having more cards in your deck isn't necessarily the best way to go about playing. Now, I'm going to go over this a bit more, because if you think that you have 50 cards, for example, you don't know which cards you're going to start with. So if you were to start with, say, 20 cards, you would know exactly what 20 cards have the possibility of coming out, because in the beginning you get 6 cards. Now, we are facing US Army 2009. We're going to go ahead and buy mana for our first round. We cannot buy any more mana, as you've seen before. We're going to draw another card, and we're going to end the turn, guys. We now have 4 mana. US Army 2009 has 4 mana as well as of now. And it looks like he has drawn a card. And he's going to place a Lightbringer and a Kavara. We are not going to use the God Supports Me now, because as you can see, increases your possible mana by 1 and health by 1. So we actually are going to use the God Supports Me when his turn is finished. He has 0 mana left, so I do not know what he is waiting for. US Army 2009, please go ahead and end your turn. As you know, you can talk at the top here. He had ended his turn. I'd sent the message already, so that was pointless. So, guys, nothing may be played in this space until Void collapses. Void collapses 3 turns after it was created. Void cannot be moved. So we're going to go ahead and Void these characters right here and use a God Supports Me. We're going to get more mana, and we're going to get more health. Now, what we want to do is make sure to buy mana, and we want to see what card we want to get. Now, his Kavara has 3 damage, so we are going to not have any card that has more than 3 health, which puts us in a little bit of a pickle. So we are going to go ahead and rock it out. Can we buy mana? We can't buy mana, but we can draw another card. I'm going to end the turn there. Now, we just got a Dagger, and a Dagger, while I'm playing, draw an extra card at the start of every turn. That would help us, because we would be able to draw a extra card for free of cost. Now, he had placed a foot soldier there, which gives out 2 damage and has 2 health. So we're gonna go ahead and place Bryn, my boy Bryn, right over there. We're gonna use Dagger behind the void, which allows us to draw a card at the beginning of every turn. Buy 1 more mana and end the turn right there. Now we need to see what we want to do here, because his Kavara and his Berserker gaining 1 health from that light Bringer. However, he can't do anything because there's a void. So we want to go ahead and do nothing right there. Void Hound. When a creature dies to a Void Hound, the space vacated becomes void and no cards may be played there until the void collapses in 3 turns. No cards except Void Hounds may attack through the void. So we're going to move Dagger. We're going to place the Void Hound here. And we are going to get Kavara in front of the Berserker so that he can't attack us. Well guys, we forgot to draw a card at the beginning of that turn. We do have Dagger. He also used his God Sportsman card. Ethereal Fairy gains 1 life health. So the Void Hound can now take out the Berserker. Places a void in front of the Ethereal Fairy. And we're going to go ahead and use a Rock Golem here. Okay guys, so we placed a Rock Golem here to tank for us. And let's get a Forest Gnaw. We cannot get a Forest Gnaw. We cannot draw a card as we forgot to draw a card again, but we can buy mana and end the turn. So we are playing a new person, and he says, "This shit sucks being a new person." Well, that's what it's all about. It's about strategy. It's about learning what to do. Basically, I don't think he knows what to do. So we are going to go ahead and see if we can attack him through this next round. Bearing in mind, I am also a new player. Let's go ahead and tell him, you need to buy. You need to use your gold to buy cards. So we can use nothing much right now. We're just waiting for him to end his turn. Kill an enemy, single enemy card that has 2 or less damage. We're going to kill his Ethereal Fairy. We're going to use the Rock Golem to do nothing. We are going to place a Mutant Rat right about here. Get a Kavara in front of the Gorthog. And get a we cannot get a Rogar, but we can buy mana and end the turn. So he has 3 cards left. We have 38 cards left. Let us see what is going to play out here, ladies and gentlemen. So he used a Fire and Sword and dealt 3 damage to my exposed cards. Basically, I just lost 3 cards, guys. Not the best. So we want to draw a card. And you see, now that did not make sense because Dagra draw an extra card at the start of every turn. Right, I understand that slightly now. We're going to go ahead and place a Kavara in front of the Gorthog because we do not want to get wrecked by that 4 damage. He has 1 card left. His Ethereal Fairy adds everyone by 1 damage. He has now almost placed all his cards. We still have a lot of cards left to play. He can pretty much wipe out my deck right now. See, I was pointless right there. He used the cover to get out my Dagra, and he lost a good card to a bad card. So we want to go ahead and place a Mesmer here. Get a Rogard. Should put some mana there, but it's okay. So he attacked me for 5 damage. I think he's got the hang of it. So I wonder what you guys would do here. I haven't had the opportunity to play much cards, but we will see if we can turn that around quickly. What he doesn't realize is his Gorthog is still mesmerized, and now his Foot Soldier will be mesmerized. Lol. Now the Rogard has 2 damage. We're gonna go ahead and kill the Foot Soldier. Use the Forest Gnoll to take out the No, we're gonna go ahead and Now everything's health is decreased by 1. And we still have 9 mana left. So we are going to go ahead and place a Foot Soldier. A Foot Soldier. Now the tactic behind placing these Foot Soldiers is he might attack those and lose his players because of that. I'm going to go ahead and buy 1 more mana and end the turn. I was right. He decided to attack all the frontline cards, and there he just lost a Kavara. He's got less cards left now. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I've already won because he has a Gorthog left with 5 damage, a Kavara with 5 damage, Ethereal with 2 damage, Ethereal with 2 damage. That's 10, 14. Now 14, I have 19 points left. Now I have 17 left. We'll see what happens. Bearing in mind we still have the Rogard, which we're going to protect now. So what is the cheapest mana? Let us place a Shreg in front of there. Get a Berserker in front of the... No, we're going to go ahead and get a Mutant Rat. No, Shreg. We're going to place... Does not fall asleep after attacking an enemy. So Rogard is going to go ahead and take out that Ethereal Fairy. which means they all decrease their health by 1. Foot Soldier can now take out the Gorthog, and Shreg are waiting. I'm going to go ahead and draw another card and end the turn. Now he only has 5 total damage left, but he now just lost his Conjuror, which was a stupid move, and he has 1 Ethereal Fairy left, so it looks like the game is going to go in my favor. Well, let's go ahead and place a couple of these bad boys down. And end the turn. Okay guys, we seem to have destroyed our opponent. Now, that is another thing, as we were talking about earlier, about the amount of cards in your pack. There is an advantage to having a lot of cards, because you don't run out of cards, you know. But if you have a low amount of cards, you know what there is that can be taken. Now we're just going to go ahead and finish him off. With all our cards. He's on 8 health left. Might as well just play all our cards. I'm going to end the turn. Let's buy mana, end the turn YOLO. And he has no turns. Let's go ahead and finish it off with the Berserker. We have won. Okay guys, return to dashboard. Let's see what we win. We won 5 gold for victory and 5 more gold. So we have 12 gold now. My card library. We can now buy another uncommon pack, but December cards. Let's go ahead and purchase one of these packs and see what we get. So we got Quicksand, which is what I really wanted. Slay Weakling, Plagued Elk, Shreg, and another Plagued Elk. May attack as soon as it is played, but dies at the beginning of its next turn. Must attack enemy cards if any are on the board. We'll be looking forward to using that in the next Let's Play. Guys, enjoy Conjuror. Leave a comment below what you guys want to see as we progress in this game. It's also a strategical game which can be applied both to real life and in game. What am I saying? Let's crack on. Cheers, guys.